Hi, I see that we're live. This is Danielle Howell, and I want to welcome you to this webinar today. This is Work from Home Wednesday webinar. So every Wednesday at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, we are here. All right, so we're going to get started. I just want to welcome you. I just want to tell you to turn off your cell phones, turn off Facebook. If you're browsing Facebook, close down your emails, because if you're on this webinar, then that means that you want to learn about LinkedIn. You want to learn the strategies that I've been using in my business for a little over a year now that has proven to be very lucrative. I've signed up reps, I've coached people, people that are network marketers, home-based business owners. I've made lots of connections, which is more important than anything, and we'll talk about that later. But the main thing that I want to stress is that LinkedIn is a major business tool. Last week I talked about Facebook, which is a great tool as well. And I'm going to be having a Facebook intensive starting next week. So, you will want to register for that. I don't have the link up just yet. Maybe I'll have the link up later to register for that Facebook 4-week intensive. But today we're just going to talk about LinkedIn. I'm not doing an extensive training on LinkedIn. Maybe at some point I will. But right now, even though I've been using LinkedIn for about a year, I would still say that I'm learning LinkedIn, right? So I'm learning all the strategies. I'm learning all the tips and the tricks and the tools. I've been really delving deep into LinkedIn. I've been taking courses. I've been, scheduling myself with leaders on LinkedIn. I've taken a lot of courses with leaders on LinkedIn, and I'm educating myself on LinkedIn. So my philosophy, which is, the philosophy of leaders, is learn, do, and teach. So write that down. Learn, do, and teach. What we do here in the home-based business industry, specifically the network marketing or the internet marketing industry, we learn something. We learn, right? We learn as much as we can, even if we don't learn it all. We learn as much as we can. We implement, we put it in action. We don't just keep learning and learning until we can't learn anymore. I'm going to enable the chat just in case anybody wants to say anything to me. Good morning, good afternoon. I don't know. We're all around the world here. So right now it's 12 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon here in New York. But what I said is that we implement, we do. Right? And then we teach others, because it's no fun if you're just learning and learning and learning and you're still stuck. You're still, the only way that you can see progress, the only way that you can see what's working and what's not, the only way that you can see if you're having any success is by implementing the things that you learn. Right. So that's one thing that, once I got into this internet marketing space, that was something that I found out. And I found that to be one of the most important things in the industry, is to teach others what you learn. And that is what I've done. And that's why I started this Work from Home Wednesday webinar, because every Wednesday I want to just teach you guys how to market your business effectively online by doing the things that I've done, by implementing the strategies, by using the tools that I use that has taken me from a struggling network marketer to basically a coach, a leader in the internet marketing industry. I mean, I'm not up there with David Wood and all, Tracy Walker or anybody like that. I'm pretty new in the internet marketing industry. Like I said, I've only been in it for about a year, but before that I was a struggling network marketer, and I see my business changed once I got out of struggling in the network marketing industry, but we'll talk about that really quickly. So right now I just want to give you a little bit of background about myself, why I'm here, how I got to be here. All right. You guys know me. This webinar today is really about how to discover your presence online, right? Let me just share my screen real quick. Every webinar, I'm going to share these slides because I think it's important for you to know who I am, not just to listen but to know who I am and where I come from, because that's important, right? Okay, let me see. So this is the title of the work from home webinar, which will be, like I said, every Wednesday. It's to how to discover how to establish your online presence. Now, us in the internet marketing space, we're online. We are online. That's what I teach. I teach how to establish your presence online. I was in the network marketing industry for a very long time, and I never discovered the internet, which was something that was missing out of my business. That's why I struggled for 15 years. That's why I still had to get a job. That's why I never knew how to build a downline. I never knew how to build an effective team. I had a lot of attrition. I never knew. I mean, and then what happened was my upline quit. But I'll go into that a little bit more on the next slides. But the thing that you want to do, you want to know how to reach more people, because it's the people that keeps you in business. If you're not reaching people, then you're not in business. You are really going to you're gonna fade by next year. There will be no way that you'll be here next year or in 5 years if you're not reaching enough people. So the thing that you want to do, you want to reach people so that you can increase your revenue, right? You want income. You want income. You want income. That is what a business is about. You have products, you have services, and you want income. And these are the things that you want to do with the power of social media. It's because of social media that so many internet marketers are making 6, 7, and 8-figure incomes online. I mean, before social media, they were doing pretty well. I mean, I wish I would have known this 15 years ago. I was on a webinar the other night with one of my mentors, and she's also been in network marketing for 15 years, but she discovered the internet in the year 2000. So she was ahead above the rest. So now, of course, she's making, multi six-figure income. She has a multi six-figure business. So not just one stream of income, but multiple streams of income. And that is definitely something that you can do on the internet. So whatever business you're in, if you're on this webinar right now, whatever business you're in, if you're in network marketing, if you're an affiliate marketer, if you have a traditional home-based business, the power of the internet has given you the opportunity to have multiple streams of income. Like myself, I mean, I'm a coach. I'm a certified life coach. So and I'm also an affiliate marketer. So I have the ability to make multiple streams of income, and that's what's great about the internet. You can reach so many different people, and you can give your message. You can spread your message, and you can tell others about what you're doing, and you can reach different markets, different niches, what we call them. So it's great. So let me just go into my background. If you've been on my webinars before, you've seen this, but like I said, I don't want to bore you, but I think it's possible. I think it's it's very important to give those who are new on the webinar a background of who I am. My name is Danielle Howell. If you're on this webinar, I'm sure you know me by now. I'm sure you've seen me on social media in different arenas. I'm all over social media, and that's something that I want to teach you to do, to be all over social media. So even when you have a hiccup, at some point in your life, like I just had not too long ago, and I'll talk about that a little bit later, you will still have the ability to make money in your business. You will still be reaching people. You will still be selling your products, your services, without you even being online. So, once you're on all the social media platforms and you basically get it going, it just really takes off. And that's something where you want to position yourself. But I'm a wife of 17 years. Hey, it's not 17 years. We've been together for 18 years, actually. We've been married for 16 years, my husband and I, Randy. I'm a mother of 4 beautiful children. I'm a grandmother of 3. Like I said, I'm a certified life and business coach, but most importantly, I'm a work at home mom, which is something that I've always wanted to do, always wanted to be. This is me and my husband and my kids, minus my son. He's not there. That's one of my grandchildren there. It's a little old picture, but just to let you know that I am a real person. I worked hard to become a work from home mom. That was something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be. I used to be envious of the moms that used to drop their kids off to school, at the bake sales, on the school trips and these things. And I couldn't do it because, even though I loved the kids that I worked with, I was a special ed teacher. I worked with autistic children, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. I loved my job. I loved the children. I loved making a difference in the children's lives, but I had no life. I could not leave the classroom. I couldn't go on the trips. My kids would just cry and say, "Mommy, why are you never at the school? I'm having a trip tomorrow. Why can't you come?" We only got a few days that I could take off. And my principal was very strict. And, there was nothing I could do but weather the storm. I mean, I used to go in the blizzards, in the rain, and whether my kids were sick, whether I was sick, I had to be at work, because if I didn't, my pay would get docked and I couldn't afford that to happen. There were just things that would happen. If you're at a job, you just can't take off whenever you feel like it. So that's that is one of the drawbacks of working and not being in control of your life. And that was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to be in control of my life. And what happened was I did find an opportunity. I found a business opportunity that, that I thought was going to be great. At the time, like I said, this was about 15 years ago. As a matter of fact, it's been 16 years because it started in 1999. We're in the year 2015 now. In the year 1999, I had my son. And but prior to that, I was struggling with my weight for a long time. And after I had my son, I blew up to a weight that I had never been before, right? And I found a flyer, which back in those days we called them hot pockets. There was a hot pocket in the bathroom stall of my job, and I picked up that hot pocket. I called the number on the back. It said "lose weight now," and I forgot exactly what it said, but basically it was telling me that I could lose weight and I could make money. So immediately I called when I got home, and I did everything my sponsor told me to do. I mean, I put out hot pockets. I put flyers all around in my job, in my neighborhood, on every car in the parking lot. I got chased by the police. I mean, when I tell you I did everything, I did everything. And I did this for a very long time. Now, did I get some leads? Yes, I did. But were they substantial? Were they equivalent to the amount of work that I was putting out? That's the thing. I mean, I was out day and night. My husband used to call me crazy. He said, "What are you doing? Where are you going this time?" "No, Randy, I gotta go put out these hot pockets. I gotta put out these hot pockets. I have to put out these flyers for tomorrow." This is what was in my head. I would put them everywhere. Everywhere. I would run newspaper ads. This is what my sponsor told me to do. Run newspaper ads. But at the time, I don't know if you've ever run a newspaper ad, but different newspapers have different costs. So, I was only able to run newspaper ads in the small newspapers, like down in, little towns in Alabama and little rinky-dink towns down in the South. And then when they would call me, I knew that these people couldn't afford to start a business, let alone start on any products. And I felt terrible. I hated calling those people. I felt like, this was just wasn't right. And, every day I would try. I spoke to all of my friends and family. They tell you, make a list of 100 people that you know. And I did that. I made a list of 100 people. I spoke to everybody. I did home parties. I had a party every single week. And to be honest, I was spending more on my home parties, even though I would make about $400 or $500, but I would spend more on my home party because I had to have hors d'oeuvres and I had to have, I would like to have some wine and things like that so that it could be a nice party. I didn't just want to have a party. "All right, come on over. Let me pitch you my stuff and goodbye. Give me your money." No, because I'm when someone comes to my house, I'm a host, right? So I would have a party. I would make money, but I just was breaking even because, it just, I had to cover the cost of the hors d'oeuvres. I had to cover the cost of, at one point I was renting out places to have a party. So it just became a lot. I did a lot of running around, a lot of things that my sponsor told me to. And I did this for 15 years. And when I say 15 years, I would say after year 5, I started tapering off. I really wasn't, doing as much as I could have been, because I was just done. Like, I was tired. I would still sell to the people that I knew, but I wasn't holding my parties anymore. I had just felt like a loser. So I just stayed at my job. I sold to the people that I knew, like I said, but I wasn't out looking for more and more customers. I just didn't have the chase in me anymore. I just felt like I was chasing everybody. So, I became a teacher. First I started as a teacher's assistant. I went back to school to become a teacher. And then I worked on my master's degree. But while I was doing my master's degree, I dropped out. Because I said, this is not what I want to do with my life. This is not the direction I wanted to go. I mean, I felt like I was just working so hard. My children wanted more of me. My unit coordinator was getting on my nerves. I mean, at one point, I went outside to make a phone call on my prep, and she said, "Well, where were you on your prep?" And I said, "Well, I had to make an emergency phone call." "No, you need to be right here in the building. You're not allowed to go out anywhere on your prep." I said, "Oh my goodness, this is how it's going to be." I just could not imagine myself enduring that for another 10, 15, 20 years. I just couldn't. So I had to make a change. And that day, when that unit coordinator told me that was my defining moment. And I came home and I told my husband, I said, "Look, I am starting my business." I didn't know where to start. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I know that I always like to help people. I was always told that I was the person at work and everywhere else. Even my friends will tell you, I'm always the one that has the answer. I'm always the one that's trying to help. I'm always the one that has the right thing to say at the right time. So I didn't quite know what to do, but I started searching. I just started searching inward, to be honest. I don't want to go in too much into that. If anybody's not religious I'm not religious at all, but I do believe in searching inward and searching for and asking a higher power which way to take my business. Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't want to be at this job. I'm tired of going to school. I was one semester away from my master's degree. I have an undergrad degree. I have my children here. I have my grandchildren. And I'm like, why do I feel like I'm spinning my wheels? And I said, you know what? I'm going to I want to be a coach. I'm going to start my coaching business, something that I've thought about. And lo and behold, I tell you, when you ask, things happen. And lo and behold, I was with someone that I knew, which is he's America's #1 fitness expert, and he was hosting a holistic life coaching seminar. And I got on that seminar. I took the class. I got certified, and then I started finding other certifications. So I became a certified life and business coach. And at the time, I still didn't know what I was going to do. But I said, okay, and I'm doing this now. I know I need some products or something. Like, I didn't know. I mean, even though they teach you how to do your pricing, I still didn't know exactly like how to get my clients. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know anything about internet marketing. I didn't know anything about anything. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. I didn't know anything about anything. And I don't know. I just started searching. On the internet. But what happened was I found a woman that was, because I've been very much into health and fitness for a while. And I had come from a health and nutrition company for those 15 years. So I don't know if it was a silly mistake or just something, maybe, every mistake, I don't feel like anything is really a mistake. Everything is an experience. So I started with another network marketing company, right? I said, maybe, 15 years later, I'm sure they've changed by now, and I saw this girl and she seemed like she was doing pretty well in her network marketing company. So I jumped on that. I signed up with that company, but it was the same thing. It was the exact same thing, right. Instead of writing down 100 people, now I was write down 300 people, sign up your family and friends. I had to sign up my husband, get him on auto ship. I had to get on auto ship. It was just becoming too much. I signed up everybody at my job, the job that I had just left. I was just signing up everybody. And then I was there for a few months and I said, this is not what I want. This is not, I just came from this, and I have no problem talking to people. I have no problem signing up people. But my problem was myself. I could not bring myself to do this all over again. And then I saw how hard this girl was working, my sponsor. I really got an inside look, and she was crying at one point because, she didn't get to the next level. And it just became way too much drama. And I said, no, this is not what I want. So I started searching again. And guess what happened? This is when I had the aha moment. Woo! The clouds opened up and, the angels sang. I found online marketing. And this was, honestly, guys, this was only about a year ago. I mean, it wasn't longer than that. And I found online marketing, and that's when everything changed. So that same network marketing company that I was in, my team, I was on the team called Team Triumph. If you see my name here, when I found online marketing that very first week, and this was the week, this is September 2014, right? As I said, this wasn't that long ago. I became the top producer on that team. And I had only been on that team from, I would say, July. And so on that week of September 4th, I became the top producer in that team with 105 personal volume points. They didn't know what I was doing because I was using internet by that point. I mean, it took me about, I would say maybe 3 weeks before everything started to, come together. And then within 3 weeks, I became the top producer. I didn't call a soul. I was having people calling me. I was literally having people messaging me on Facebook, private messages. I had never had that happen before. Now I'm used to it, but I had never had that happen before. People were actually calling me. And that was just such a change from what I was used to. I was so used to calling everybody else and trying to, pin everybody down like a wrestler, So this is what changed my business. And as a matter of fact, after I did those 105 personal volume points, my sponsor, I even had more points than my sponsor. I blacked out everybody's name, for people's privacy, but they wanted me on the call. Now I was new to this team. I just started in July. As a matter of fact, my daughter had twins on July 15th. So I took some time off. I went down to Virginia to visit her. And, so I really wasn't doing my business that much because I just started, but in just a little over a month, I produced over 1,000 volume points, which is a lot. Our products, if I can remember correctly, I think each product was 100 volume points. So for me to produce 1,000 volume points in 1 week, that means I sold over 100 products in 1 week. All right. So, I had my biggest commission check ever. But you know what? As much as I loved, doing those volume points, that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be in network marketing anymore. It just wasn't my thing. It just, because even though I found the internet and I found, a way to market my business, network marketing to me is not what I wanted to do. So, I had to tell my sponsor at some point. I said, look, you're great, but, let me get my wings and fly. I'm out of here because, that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be tied down with the things that, network marketing company tells you to do. I didn't want to be tied down with that. But like I said, on that 1,005 volume point week, I was a guest on our show. I was a guest on our Zoom call. I was a guest. I was able to talk to the team. I didn't tell them what I was doing. I just told them, I was using the internet, but I didn't go into specifics because network marketing, from what I see, they are not open to that. Yes, they're open to Facebook. Yes, they're open to Instagram, but that's about as far as they go, as far as what I see. So I didn't want to go into too much details. I just said, yeah, I'm using Facebook and I'm talking to a lot of people. So basically I didn't tell the whole truth because I knew I wasn't going to stay there. And, I just wished them all luck. But like I said, what changed? What changed was attraction marketing, right? So the difference between you being the hunter and being the hunted is that you're not hunting for people anymore. You are not looking to get anybody. You're not looking to tell them, oh yeah, come over here, join my company, buy my products, join my company, buy my products. You're not doing that anymore. I did that for so many years. I even bought leads. I used to buy leads, guys. I used to buy leads, and I would be so nervous to call these people. Like, I know you probably don't think that I'm shy, but I'm an introvert by nature. I mean, I love to talk to people, but mostly I'm an introvert. I don't like to go in spaces where I don't feel comfortable. I just can't. I'm not the life of the party. So my thing is this: if you call me, yes, I'll speak to you. We can definitely relate. But I'm not gonna call you. I'm not gonna bother you unless I really, really, really know you. I'm not going to try to track you down and try to see what it is that that I can give you because I have such great products. We all have great products. I think every network marketing company has a great product. So it's not about the product. And that's what we misunderstand. It's not about the product. It's about you. It's about you. People join people. People don't join opportunities. People don't join products because you can find products anywhere. Honestly, the product that I was using for my last network marketing company, it was okay. Especially, I'm sorry, I'm seeing a notification come up on my screen. I'm sorry, getting a little distracted here. These pop-ups kind of get me sometimes. The products that we were using, I'm gonna tell you, it was a protein shake, right? And before I started with this, I was using protein shakes because I'm a runner. I almost ran the New York City Marathon. I got qualified and everything. I just didn't do it. But I've ran many races, many races. And I was doing this before I started using the protein shakes that my network marketing company provided, and I was doing just fine. But still, you want to think that your products are the best, and that's where we go wrong. We just put too much emphasis on the product, and as opposed to emphasis on what the product can do for the person or for the business. We have to realize that we are in the market of solving problems. So if all you're saying is buy my product and join my business, nobody is going to listen to you because everybody is out there saying the same thing. I'm friends with somebody on Facebook and I'm about to unfriend him because all he does from the time he wakes up in the morning, which is about the same time I wake up, about 5 o'clock, I'm getting notifications from Facebook from this person that he posted in this group, that group. He posted in about 10 or 15 groups, 5 o'clock in the morning. And it's all about it's all about his product and his service. And it's so annoying. And, I connected with him and this is one of the things that I'm going to talk to you about, but probably not today, because we're not going to talk about attraction marketing today. We're going to talk about LinkedIn. I'm going to talk for about 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to get into the LinkedIn portion. Okay. So my first half hour, I'm leading up. Okay. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm leading up to where LinkedIn fits in. Okay. So bear with me. But, like I said, I'm going to unfriend this person because I met him, he's a network marketer, and, we connected, but I didn't know he was a spammer. I didn't know he was a spammer. So that right there tells me there are so many network marketers out there. And I'm not saying it wasn't me. It was me also, because I didn't know any better. I didn't know. I did what my sponsors tell you. And this is what they tell you to do. Just post in the groups. Just post. Just post. Forget about making friends. Forget about connecting with people. Forget about, solving a problem. Tell them you have this product. Tell them what it did for you. Be a product of the product, and that's it. And yes, you have to do those things, but there is so much more to it. If you want to really connect with people, if you want to really sign anybody up, and if you want to really build a substantial team, and if you want to really touch people's lives, there's so much more to it than saying, this is what it did for me, and so you need to do it too. No, it's not about you. It's about the person that you're talking to. All right, so time is moving. So what happened was, when attraction marketing, I started signing up people. I started signing up people from all over the world, right? So this person I signed up in the United Kingdom, which is huge, right? And I have a couple of people that I sign up in the United Kingdom. I probably have a few of you on the line right now on this webinar. I started signing up people in India. So these are the things that was happening. I started signing up people in Belgium. People were opting in to my list. What's a list? I had no idea about a list, guys. This is what's so crazy. Network marketing doesn't tell you that you need a list. They don't tell you that. So what happens is there are hundreds of network marketing companies out there. So if you don't have a list, let's just take a picture of this for me, please. You're talking to all these people, right? I'm going to use my sponsor from network marketing company as an example. She's building a big team, a really big team right now, right? And it's this marketing company that I'm still, I'm officially a part of. I just don't work it. She's building a big team, guys. But let's say this network marketing company goes out of business. This is what we have to realize. Things don't last forever. And even though that network marketing company that I was in prior to the last network marketing company I was in, even though they're still around, they're going through major problems right now, right? So I don't know how long they're going to be around. And I'm sure that only the leaders, when I say the leaders, I mean the big willies, the big ones, the guys at the top, main top, they're the only ones that probably made a list for their downline. They have every one of their downline people in their database. Now, I know that for sure because my top leader, he quit when I was still in the business. And guess what? Because I was such a great producer, because I used to work my butt off, even though it didn't equate to the amount of work I was doing, they called me. They called me and asked me to join their XYZ company. But I refused because I didn't, first of all, they quit and didn't tell me, I'm working my butt off, doing everything they're telling me to do. And they quit. So, that's when my level of commitment kind of went down. But this is what I'm telling guys, you have to have a list. If you do not, how are you going to keep up with the people that opted into you because they opted into you? Something about you resonated with them. How are you going to follow up with them? How are you going to connect with them? How are you going to be able to build something with them if your company goes out of business? You need a list. I'm not going to go through that too much longer, but you need a list. So if you want to know what a list is, we'll talk about that at another date. But this is what happened. I stopped running around saying, wait, I'm not finished with my presentation. I remember one time it was a snowstorm. And I rented out this place. I'll never forget this. It was my children's dance school. I rented out a place to have a meeting. And 2 people showed up. 2, because the snowstorm was horrible. 2 people showed up. I spent money to rent out a place. These are the things that I used to do. So when you're not sitting here with someone who did not go through the pain and the struggle of marketing. I've been there. I've been more places than you could ever know. Trust me. But what happened was when I got online, my sales went up. Perfect example is when I showed you my volume points, right? I began to get leads, which I never had before because I didn't have a list. But now I had leads. So even though I'm not in that network marketing company anymore, I don't market it, I still have those leads there. So anything that I want to do with those people, and I still communicate with them, I still send them things. I still send them offers that I do. I wrote an ebook because this was in the health and wellness industry, which I still am in. I love health and wellness. I wrote an ebook and they got it, so these are the things that you can do when you have a list. You make more money. You make money, period. You need a list and you need to stop running your friends and family around. Okay, so this is basically what happened. This is what happened for me. It's the power of social media, right? So let's go quickly to LinkedIn, right? This is why we're here. This is why you guys are here, for LinkedIn. Let me just check in with you all to see if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Can you just tell me in the chat if you can see my screen, please? I'm going to go to the LinkedIn. Your chat should be on the left-hand side of your screen. Just type yes. I'm going to say, can you see my screen? And are you enjoying the webinar so far? I just get a feedback, please? That would be great. Can you see my screen? And are you enjoying the webinar so far? If someone can just, at some point, I need to have like a an assistant on the side with me, because they can tell me, bring someone over. Okay, I think we're good. All right, perfect. Perfecto. All right, so let's go here. All right, so this is LinkedIn. This is LinkedIn. Who's on LinkedIn? I hope you all are. Let me just take a sip of my coffee here. Okay. So when I first log into LinkedIn, well, this is not my profile, but this is what I see. These are some of the people who I'm connected to. It tells you who has viewed your profile in the past 7 days, and it tells you how many connections you have, right? So let's go to my profile. And one thing I'm going to stress, I mean, it's not that important, but what I think is very I think it is important. Some leaders will say it's not that important, but I like to be congruent with everything. So if I tend to change my backgrounds a lot, which I'm going to stop doing. But the only reason I've changed them so many times is because, honestly, we are in niche marketing, right? So I had to find my niche. And that's what I'm going to encourage you today, to find your niche, because once you find your niche, everything changes. That's when you actually start to market to the right people. And that was something that I struggled with at first, because, leaders will say, find your niche. What's your niche? Who are you marketing to? And I'm like, I don't know, because they say, if you market to everybody, you're marketing to nobody. And now I get it. I get it now. So I had to find my niche. And that's something that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to find your niche. All right. So let's look here, your profile. Now, you see my background is the same as if you go on my face. When I say everything should be congruent, my background here is the same as my Facebook page. And it's also the same as my Twitter page. Well, I just changed my blog, but everything should have the same header. And this is something I did, guys. I did this on PowerPoint. It's nothing, and I saved it as a photo. That's it. I've spent money making headers and footers and logos, which I am going to do at some point. But right now, my thing was this. I just need to speak to the people. I don't care if, I had a little elephant on the side that says, put your trunks up and let's get marketing, whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are reaching the people. I think many of us, myself included, we get caught up on the little things. I remember when I first started my blog, someone told me, you need a blog, you need a blog, you need a blog. And this was before I started with Empower Network. I started my blog. No lie, I spent about 2 months, day and night, putting that blog together. That was the most gruesome process I could have ever done. But you know what? What could you do? I mean, if I could do that all over, I wouldn't have done that, because at the end of the day, your blog doesn't matter how it looks as long as you're blogging. It doesn't matter what it looks like. I mean, those are something that you can do. But I was so caught up with the cosmetic portion of it that it just took me, but that's just how I am. I get a little OCD with things, and I just have to do it now. I have to do it. I got to get it done. But anyway, okay, so this is my profile, right? So my profile strength. So I want you to look at if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, if you don't have a LinkedIn account, get one. That's the first thing you need to do. Get a LinkedIn account. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. It's free. Start making your profile. I made a video about this on YouTube. Do your profile. It doesn't matter what it looks like. I mean, it does, but the only thing that you really need to do is just get a profile up there, because while it's up there, you can start getting people interested in you and your services. So, during the course of you having your page up, you can always edit it. That's not a big deal. I've edited mine a couple times because mine had a lot of health stuff on here, and I wanted to change that, So I changed that. So what I have on here is, this is who I am. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business coach. I'm a speaker and a trainer. Did I change that? Quite a few times I did. Yes. Because like I said, I wanted to really get into my niche, but I won't change it again. This is who I am. This is what I am, right? I'm a professional trainer and coach. This is something that comes up automatically. So, and I'm in the greater New York City area. This is where I work. This is my blog. So if anybody clicks on here, now what we're looking at right now is my view, right? So if you were to come on my page, it wouldn't quite look like this, but I'll show you how it looks. If a guest comes on your page, this is where I've worked in the past. Danielle K. Howell was my other blog. I just use my name as my business, but this time, I used your online success coach. But, and before I was DK Healthy One, which was my health business, which I still have my health business. Like I said, guys, I'm into multiple streams of income, multiple streams of income. All right. I also worked at the Department of Parks and Recreation, where I was a fitness instructor. And I thought about taking that off, but I said, you know what? I'm going to leave it there. Right now, currently, I have 180 connections. And that's huge because, even though on LinkedIn, lots of people have 500 plus, which I'm getting to, but, 180 is definitely not bad. So, I put posts up here, and that's why blogging is important, because when you write your blog post, you come here and you put it on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is basically a blogging platform. Not a blogging platform, but a place where you can share your blogs. So I share my blogs a lot. I'm going to go into some things that I do. So this is what your summary. This is the summary. What I put. I share tools and strategies that will help you grow your business. You always want to talk in the first person. I teach how to market your business effectively online. I show how to use social media, email marketing, attraction marketing, webinars, personal development, and so much more that will take your MLM or home-based business from where it is now to the success that you desire. I provide tools and strategies. Pretty much straight into the point. I made, fix that up. But for now, it works. I'm telling you guys, my profile works. I get lots and lots of views, lots and lots of profile views, lots and lots of friend requests. And I put my videos up here. Not all of them. These are kind of old, these videos. But it's good to have a video. Someone can just click on your video. And here I go into more detail of who I am and what I do, right? You want to have, it's like a resume. You want to put this up there because LinkedIn is not just for, business to business, but people also want jobs and business. So this is like your resume. LinkedIn is like a resume, but you can connect with people that are looking to connect with someone who can help them. So that's where my profile comes into play, because a lot of people see my profile and they want to connect with me. So here's, these are the links to I think this is my Facebook page and things like that. All right. So, and these are my certifications. So you want to put everything that you know, and look at my profile strength. I'm an all-star, right? That's where you want to be. That's where you want to be. You want to be an all-star. And it took me a while to get to an all-star. And how do you get, and my profile, guys, is free. I'm going to try the paid one, but my profile is free. And I still get lots of engagement. I get lots of engagement on this LinkedIn. So let's look at here. Who viewed my profile in the last 7 days? 6 people viewed my profile. And that's what I like about LinkedIn, what you really don't know on Facebook. Who's viewing you, and my rank went up. It improved 3%. Now, I'm going to tell you, a couple of weeks ago, my goddaughter passed away. She was 11 years old, which is, was devastating, still is devastating every time I think about it. But she passed away. So I wasn't online that much. I really wasn't. I just couldn't really bring myself to get online. I was there for my best friend. It's my best friend for over 25 years. And she lost her only daughter at 11 years old due to an asthma attack, an untimely asthma attack. It was just Very devastating, very traumatic, very emotional time. As a matter of fact, this was the first week I'm really, delving back into my business. And this happened on the 6th. So, I took a few weeks off. So, and since I took a few weeks off, I noticed, especially with LinkedIn, because I wasn't posting, that my stats went down a little bit, but only a little bit, I would say. I forgot how to, I'm going to go through that. But let me just show you who, these are the people that you may know. You can ask to be connected with people, right? But let's look here. This is what I want you to see. This is the most important part of LinkedIn, being part of the groups. Now, groups are over here. See groups? So when you go in groups, let me just show you real quick. These are all the groups that I'm a part of. I have 2 memberships pending there. But these are the groups that I'm a part of. Right? So you be a part of these groups. And like I said, if you're blogging, if you're on my team and you're watching this, you should be blogging daily, right? You should be blogging daily. So what happens is when you blog daily, I'm just going to give you a for instance, right? You do your blog, you copy, you paste that blog link right here. You'll paste it here. You enter a topic discussion. Like I've entered my last blog, I think, was the importance of getting back to business after trauma. And I put that as my topic, and I posted that in every group. These are all the groups I'm a part of. In every group that I'm a part of. And you press share. Right? That's the way to get yourself in the group. But first, before you do that, if you want to start a group, just say, hi, my name is whatever. Thank you for letting me be a part of the group. You always want to be cordial in your groups. Don't just start posting. No, you want to be cordial, introduce yourself. Then you start posting. Post one post. But more importantly than posting your things is you comment on other people. Right? So let's see here. Now, these are all my notifications. You get notifications just like you get on Facebook. So somebody liked my discussion. This was 9 minutes ago. The importance of getting back to basics. He liked it. So I may go in there and say, let's see. So he liked my discussion. So this is what we'll do. This is Terrence, right? His name is Terrence. So I'll say, thank you, Terrence, for liking my post. So glad you enjoyed it. Then I may say too, I like to put you to your abundant success. That's usually my my signature. Yeah, okay. Sometimes I'll put, my blog, www.youronlinesuccesscoach.com. So this way, when he sees it, he will he may click on my link. He may click on my link, right? And these are the things that you want to do. So in this group here, it tells you how well you're doing in your discussion. Now, one of the things I noticed, because I wasn't posting for like 3 weeks, my my level went down, but I was a top contributor in like 10 different groups because I post every single day, every day. But it's like I said, it's not just posting your stuff, it's also commenting on other people's things. So let's see. Also likes your comment. So okay, good. Here, let's see this one. So Edward Wagner likes my comment. All right, this person, he's in Empower Network too, this guy, Dr. Steve. And I like talking with him. But what are the best times to post your social media? So he he wrote a blog post about social media. So look here. I want you to look here first. So I commented on him. I said, I find posting every hour works best for engagement for me. I like to schedule my post in advance and check comments and shares 2 times per day. So he says this, Post all day long will certainly cover the peak times on each social platform media, but I think most internet marketing experts would advise against it, Danielle. I guess he doesn't like the idea of me posting every hour. You run the risk of being perceived as a spammer, and that's never good. Overposting desensitizes users to your post and content. You can actually hurt engagement. No, I haven't seen that. Right. I do it with Twitter. So I'm gonna say, okay, great. You are absolutely right. That's what I said. Certain media. Right. Every social media site is different. Right? I don't do that with everyone. Twitter is an exception. It's different. There are days. You're absolutely right. Every social media site is different. What can I say? You are right. Dr. Steve, let's write his name. And even though you probably say, well, if he's already in Empower Network, why would you take the time to talk with him, right? Oh, you're not trying to, he's not going to sign up to your opportunity. No, he's not. But Dr. Steve is a leader in Empower Network, as far as I'm concerned. So I definitely want to connect with him, right? So, I like to learn. And that's one thing that we have to do. We have to learn from other leaders. We have to do what other leaders are doing. So Dr. Steve posts every day. He's really social in this group, I think. I don't know if it's this group, but we talk a lot back and forth. I haven't these last couple of weeks because, like I said, I wasn't on. But I love his posts. I love his blog, and I love connecting with him. So yeah, he may not join my opportunity because he has his own opportunity, but it's a chance to connect with another leader. And this is something that you really have to wrap your head around. You're supposed to be connecting with leaders in your space. And Dr. Steve is a leader. I've seen him at the last event I went to. I'm looking forward to seeing him again. He sits right in the front row in the VIP section, right in front of David Wood on stage. So, he's all right. He's somebody that I can definitely take the time out to learn from. So we all should be learning. So I'm going to say you're absolutely right, Dr. Steve. Every media site is different. I haven't encountered any problems, and hopefully I won't in the future. I just love connecting with my followers. That's why I post. Even I don't really post every hour, but sometimes. So you add a comment there, right? And what happens when you add a comment? Look what happened. Did you see that thing just go whoop? So what happens here? What happened here? I'm a top contributor in this group. There are 19,999 members in this group, and I'm a top contributor. What does that say? And you know what? We can go even further with LinkedIn, which I haven't even delved into yet. There was a training, a more in-depth training on how you can connect with the members in the groups. I haven't done that yet. So that'll be a whole nother training, all right? But for now, I am a top contributor just because I post my blogs, and I comment on other people, and I connect, right? So this is what you want to do. You want to be a top contributor. What is the benefit of being a top contributor? Why can't I see the benefit of being a top contributor? I'm just going to look at the group itself. Okay. So let's see, when was the last time? I didn't post today yet. But I have connected with people. I've connected with this lady here, Bernadette Shin. You see, I asked questions. She's talking about no excuses 6, and I said, are you going? you just want to make relationships. That's basically what it's about. You want to make relationships. And that lady Bernadette Chin, we've been talking back and forth because she's in an opportunity. And of course, everybody pitches their opportunity, right? And I pitch mine also, but not the way that I would have in the past. But you talk to people privately, it's just great. You really get to talk to people who are marketing their business and just don't know how to market the right way. Look at this. These are all the people. I think LinkedIn gives you the last 14 days. So look at this. Brian Gibbs. This was 13 days ago. And I didn't even post 13 days ago because 13 days ago I was still in mourning. But he commented on my post. What an interesting opening, right? I don't know what post that was off the top of my head, but these are the things that happened. I'm sure I commented back to him. Let's see what this was. Let's just see. But this is what you want to do. I'm a top contributor in this group. Is this the same group? Maybe this. Okay, this is the same group. How to have an ideal home office environment. And that's another thing. When you're making your blog post, right? Are you just saying, all right, I don't know, what can you say? Join my opportunity. Blogging is the best. Do you have a blog? No, you want to help people. Would you agree it's important to have an ideal home office environment? Yes, I would agree it's important to have an ideal home office environment. What does she think about having an ideal? So then I go into details. Do you think it's important when you work from home to create a space that is conducive to your creativity? Good lighting, painting on the walls. And I'm not saying anything about buying, a blog or joining my business. None of that. So I'm reeling the people in to read my blog. My ultimate what's the word? What am I trying to say? What I want to happen, my ultimate, I'm a lot of lost for words. Help me out, somebody. My ultimate accomplishment, no, that's not the right word. All right, you know what I'm trying to say, is to get people to come to my blog, read it, and put in their email address so that they can be on my list, right? So that is what my strategy is, and that should be yours also. But how do you do that? By me writing this one post, is that going to happen? Absolutely not. But over time, everything happens over time. Over time, like this person right here, Egded Wagner, he likes a lot of my posts. So I looked him up, right? I looked him up and I saw that he doesn't speak English. So he looks like, I don't know, is he German or... But he loves my posts. He loves my posts. And, as much as I want to reach out to him, I'm not sure, and I probably will at some point, I'm not sure if he will understand what I'm trying to say, but he likes every post that I put up, every post, everything that I put in LinkedIn. He's like my biggest cheerleader here. So, Brian Gibbs, he said, what an interesting opening question. You want to ask a question. You want to ask a question. What is it that you are struggling with? Most home-based business, you have to think about what is it that you struggle with personally. And that's something that I struggle with. Having a home-based business office. And even though right now I don't have Donald Trump's office, and that's what I put in my post, my office is definitely not as big as Donald Trump's, but I have an office. It's somewhere that I can go that will give me the space that I need to create, and to be free of distractions. So that's what I talk about in this post. And, I got a lot of feedback from this post. So let's see something else. A connection, this person wanted to be my connection. And these are the people that connect with me, an independent, unique presenter. So automatically I know she's in network marketing. She's in unique. right? You want to know who you're connecting with. So I will send her a message back. Thanks for the connection. I even send messages that say, if you like to learn about, because now I'm doing my trainings, I'm having my training. So this is something that you have to put in place. Put in something in place that you can give away, so if you like to know more about the trainings, I give social media trainings, join my list. I put so many people, this person, Sammy Matala, he's on my list. And I did that through LinkedIn just by asking him, join my list. This person, he's in the coffee business. He's following me. You see that? Someone shared my photo, right? This person I said doesn't speak English. He loves all of my posts. This person is following me, right? So these people, they're following me. Somebody commented on my discussion. It's really like, this person likes my comment. This person likes my discussion. This person likes my comment. So this person, and it's only been this is the last 14 days. So I think you get the point, right? You get the point. You get the gist of it. Let me just show you one last thing. My connections. Now I'm up to 180 connections. At the 500, I think you have to go to the paid one, I believe. I'm not totally sure. But these are my connections. This guy, he asked to be connected with me. And what did I do? I sent him a message and told him to connect with me on Facebook. He's in 5links, another network marketing company. He asked to be my connection, right? Tell him to like my Facebook page. Next hour, he was on my Facebook page. My Facebook page has jumped from, I would say, about 100 people to almost 300 people now, 300 fans. And I love connecting with business coaches, for women, because I definitely want to start, networking with them. But this is my list of people, and these are just how many days ago? 2 days ago, I connected with these people. 2 days ago, 4. So I'm always connected. See, it's been 20 days. It's been 3 weeks since I've been on here, so everything else was 22 days ago. But these people, they contact me, most of them. 99% of them. And then, now I'm at the point where I'm just like, come, follow me on Facebook, because Facebook, you can really connect with them more. I mean, here you can do messages, but I find that a lot of people don't check their LinkedIn, which they should. They should definitely check their LinkedIn. Let me show you what my profile looks like. Okay, this shows you who views your profile. Look at this. I have 100. Okay, these are my stats. Okay, so like I said, these last few days, few weeks weren't good because of the death, right? But if we go back, let's just go back from January. I had 11 profile views, right? 304 actions. Like, I mean, in January alone, forget it. And then, so you see your stats. I went down, but I'm gonna be up. So give me about a month. I'll be back up, because now I got to get my momentum back, because I was away for 3 weeks. But 163 people viewed my profile in the last 90 days, right? 45 people found me from a group. I didn't find them, didn't look at them, didn't reach, they reached out to me. So this is what I want to stress to you about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a place where you position yourself as a leader in the industry, and you become attractive. So write that word down, because that's something, if you come on my next few webinars, for the next few weeks, for the next few months, we are going to talk about being attractive, because that's where it is. That's what you want. So, I want you to follow me on Facebook. What is my LinkedIn profile? Let me go back here and give you my LinkedIn profile. Guys, I want you to follow me, okay? Follow me. I have the goods. Follow me. Wait, let me, I want to write this down. LinkedIn.com/in, let me see. LinkedIn.com, www.linkedin.com. Wait a minute. www.linkedin.com/in/ what was it? Danielle K. Howell. And you get to put your own fancy URL. You know, it doesn't have to be numbers. I think after a certain amount of time, you get to do that yourself. So connect with me, guys. Connect with me on linkedin.com/in/Danielle K. Howell, 2 L's. Connect with me on Facebook, because that's where you're on my email list, I'm sure, if you're on this call. But if you want to really see what I do and how I do it, you gotta follow me. You have to follow me, and you'll see exactly how I maneuver during Facebook, through Facebook, through LinkedIn, through the different social media sites. Next week I will probably talk about Instagram. That's another platform that I use, not as much as LinkedIn and Facebook, but I get a lot of engagement on that too. So and Pinterest. So every week we're gonna have, I haven't figured it out yet, but also next week, wait, let me put up a so you got that. So next week, starting April 1st, right? I'm having a 4-week Facebook intensive. What's it called? Why am I a little lost for words today? 4-week Facebook intensive training. Let me put the link up for that. If you can, let me see if I can put the link up here. It'll probably be at 8 p.m. The webinar, the first webinar. The first webinar will be at 8 p.m. on April 1st. And we're going to have a series of webinars. And teleseminars, which is on the phone. So if you've been on my Motivational Monday call, and that's another thing, write down my Motivational Monday call. I want to change the name of that, maybe. It's really not motivational. I'm really digging into more not just personal development, but why can't I think right now? All right, let me write this down. I'm sorry. Okay, 712 Motivational Monday, 432-1212 with a code number 397-091-475#. So call in on Mondays at 10 a.m. because I feel that Motivational Monday call is what's going to get you amped up to keep going. This business can get rough, guys. It can get rough. And if you don't know what to do, you're going to quit. I'm not a quitter. You know, no matter how rough it gets, no matter how tough it gets, I'm not a quitter, and I don't want you to be a quitter either. All right, let me stop sharing my screen. I don't want you to be a quitter. I'm back. Hi. I don't want you to be a quitter. This business is tough. This business is tough, but it's easy. And that's something that that I had to figure out. I had to figure out the fact that the business, we make it harder than it actually is. And once you learn the strategies and the tips and the tricks and the tools and the reason why you're online and how to make it all work, it becomes so much easier. So I think that's about it. Hopefully you got your social media marketing ebook. You know, skim through that. It gives you strategies for different social media markets, Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm not sure of all the other ones, but it's definitely Facebook and LinkedIn is on there. Let me put the link to let me put the link to my Facebook intensive, because I want you to take this. I want you to, let me see if I could do it here. Let me see. Wait, let me see something. I want you to take this class. It's $27. It's only $27. And if you could take this class, okay, there it is. Click on this link, guys. Click on this link, because for 4 weeks, I'm going to go over exactly how to get leads, more customers, more sales, more followers, more fans, all those crazy things that I talked about last week. And you should have gotten my email. I put in the email the webinar, just like this webinar. We're going a little long today, but it was a lot of stuff to cover. But I'm glad you stuck with me. I'm glad you stuck with me to the end. But what I'm going to do is, it's going to be 4 weeks, and I'm going to get your feedback as to what times and days work best for you, so that you can get a live interaction with me. So what we're going to do is, we're going to have a live webinar like this, and we're going to have a teleseminar on the telephone, so that we can have some Q&A. I'm going to have a closed Facebook group, so that you know, you can put your fan page in there. You know, maybe we'll throw some LinkedIn in there. I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet. I just know that I want to help you guys with your Facebook, so that you can get more leads, so you can get more followers, so that you can, you know, really get some interaction going on your Facebook. You know, it's just, I got to say, I got to be honest, it's just recently that I've cracked the code as to how to get some more Facebook engagement. And like I said, I'm always learning. I'm always open to learning new strategies and new news tips on how to grow my business. And that's what I'm here to do for you as well. All right. So click on that link, add that to your cart, pull out your credit card. Actually, it's PayPal. So if you have a PayPal account, that's great. And that's only $27 for a 4-week training. You want to do this live, because what I'm going to do is, I'm going to package this. I'm going to package the webinars. I'm going to package the teleseminar, and I'm going to sell it for much more than $27. So, you know, you want to be the first to get on this, and then give yourself 90 days, and your Facebook fan page will be, you know, really up and running, and you'll have so much more engagement than you're having now. If you're not having an engagement, if you're not, if no one is following you on Facebook, if nobody if nobody's talking to you on your posts, if nobody's answering your posts, then that means that your posts are not being seen. That means your blog is not being seen. You know, I'm going to talk about all of that, putting your blogs on there, making videos, pictures, all those things that you need to do on social media. I want to just be honest with you. You cannot do this business and just hide behind your computer. You can't. I mean, you can if you just want to be an affiliate marketer and putting links out there, spamming links. But if you want to build relationships and you want to truly build a business, then you're going to have to step out from behind your computer, step in front of the camera sometimes, you know, be a little bit vocal on social media, make some friends, and your business will start booming. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you all about groups on Facebook, how to be a vital part of a group. I'm going to show you all that stuff, how to, you know, show your personality. We all have different personalities. And, you know, these are the things that you have to be mindful of in your group. How not to go to Facebook jail. I've known some people that went to Facebook jail for being not so, you know, tactful on Facebook. So we're going to talk about all that. So add that to your cart, click the link on there, and is it there? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have it on there. Okay. All right. Sorry, I thought it was up there. All right, there's the link, guys. Click on that link. All right, click on that link. Add that to your cart. It's $27, only $27. Get that training. All right. You're gonna get a lot of interesting tips. Okay, so that's all I'm going to tell you about that. You know, it's crucial. If you want to grow your business, if you don't want to grow, don't get it. So, I mean, it's just that simple. I'm just here to help you grow your business. I've taken many courses, and I continue to take many courses. There's sometimes, no lie, I'm on 2 or 3 webinars at a time. I'm pausing one, starting one, because I learn from the leaders, and I have mentors, and you know, I've taken attraction marketing courses. I've taken LinkedIn courses. I've taken Facebook courses. I've taken them all from people that are doing, like I said, multi 6-figure, 7-figure, and 8-figure businesses online. So if you stick with me, you'll be doing the same. Trust me, because that's the way I'm doing. My goal this year is to help 100 entrepreneurs make a 6-figure income in their business. All right. So if that's something that you want to do, stick with me. Stick with me, because that is the way that we're going. You know, you just have to be open-minded. You have to be teachable. You have to be coachable, and you have to be willing to spend a couple of dollars to get the results that you're looking for. That's just the bottom line. You can't go into this business with no kind of marketing, you know, no kind of funds for marketing. You can do it with nothing. You know, it takes a little longer, a lot longer. But if you want to speed up your results, if you want to speed up everything, you know, just get around that learning curve, because I've learned a lot. I've made a lot of mistakes, but because of the mistakes that I made, it was able to position me and to break the code and to bring it to you. All right, so this has been great. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I answered your LinkedIn questions. You know, I may send this training out, maybe not. I may package it. I haven't figured it out yet. But once again, I hope that let me put up my screen one more time so that you can just connect with me on LinkedIn, connect with me on Facebook, right? Connect with me on LinkedIn and connect with me on Facebook. April 1st starts the 4-week Facebook intensive training. And Motivational Mondays every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All righty, that's it. That is it. Get that training, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.